G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Oh, look what I've got today. I've got this new mold. It's I think it's just like a plate, like a platter, and it's got the little lip. Instead of being totally flat, it's got a little lip. So yeah, I'm gonna have a play with that today. Looking forward to that one. I thought, first of all, I was going to do like blooms on it, but I did the bowl with my other mold, just my round mold. So today I thought I'll use this one, and I won't do the blooms again because I want to do the blooms on my round one again another day. But today I thought I will just try for some pretty striations. So colors around the outside, not too many, and then pour a lot of clear in the center like I did with the bowl, and just see what I could do. But because it's got this little lip in here, I wanted to put something in there. And I saw a video by the lovely Kathy Lapierre. Hi Kathy! I don't know if she's watching or not, but hello! So totally inspired by what she did with putting the glitter. I think she did a plate and she just kind of painted the edges, kind of like what I did with, you know, those coasters that I did. Oh gosh, where are they now? Can I find anything when I want it? Can I? Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, similar to this. Did you guys see that one where you put the glitter on with the paintbrush? So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to put it around the edges like that in there. You could just sprinkle some glitter in there if you wanted to, but I want to try and bring it up like that into little points, like from down there up across into the top. So yeah, hopefully that'll work. Right, so I'm going to use my polyacrylic. It's clear gloss, it's water-based. Just put a tiny bit in there. You don't need a lot. And then I'm going to add some silver glitter and some, these are like little shards. These ones are actually holographic, but that's all I had in silver. So I wanted the two different sizes. So these are, this is from Resin. I think I just got that one from eBay somewhere. It's just silver glitter. All right, let's pour a bit of that in there. So that's that holographic shard. You could just use one, but I just thought it'd be nice if I had like two different sizes. Oh goodness, fly away. What am I going to stir it with? There's a stick. So basically you just want to make a paste. Now, oh gosh, a lot of polyacrylic in there. It doesn't need a lot of polyacrylic. And I know it kind of looks a bit blue at the moment, but the polyacrylic dries clear. So it's a bit watery. Let's put a bit more in there. Yeah, just start with a little tiny bit of the polyacrylic, or you can use anything. You could use pouring medium. Like you could use anything that dries clear. You know, like a top coat, triple thick, Liquitex gloss, medium, like a top coat. Anything like that would work. Right, let me just have a little practice here and just see how it's going to perform. I'll just put a little bit on a piece of paper towel and see how it's going to perform. I think that's all right. Look. All right, so now I've got this on my turntable. It's just it's covered in paint, and then I've just got a piece of foil on there just so it looks a bit pretty. Right, so that'll just be easier for me to make a start on that. So I'll do a bit. I think I still need more. I can see a layer of polyacrylic in there. Yeah, so start with a tiny little bit of polyacrylic, otherwise you're going to end up with using a lot of your product. Only just put a little bit in, like it just covered the base. Okay, so that's more of a paste now. See, when you pull the stick across, you can actually see the bottom just for a second. I think that's probably it. That feels better. Right, now let me just clean this stick. I'm going to put the lid back on the polyacrylic in case I knock it over, but I'll have to hammer it in a minute. Not now. In a minute, I'll have to hammer the top on. Okay, give that a stir. Leave the stick in because I'll have to keep stirring it, I think, as we go along. Let's do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is, see, you can open that like that. I'm just going to paint a bit in there. Oh gosh, if it wants to paint, probably just going to have to. No, it doesn't really want to paint. I'm just going to dab. You guys probably can't see in there. Just going to dab all the way down. Load up my brush a bit more. Because this, like, if you like try and brush it, it kind of brushes away, like it moves because it's on silicone, like it brushes and then you've got nothing left in there. So probably just dab, dab, dab. I just want a little hint. You could use a bigger brush. Maybe that would work better on that. So, but I thought because of the lines, I want to try this. So let's just try some lines here. So I just want to kind of, I don't know if it's going to work. Put some little lines in. I think this is going to take me a while, you guys. Unless I need to make it thicker. See the little lines here of glitter? It's kind of what I want to go for. I wonder if I make it thicker, if it would stay there better. I'll try that. Make it thicker. Because it's not really grabbing, is it? Not really staying where it's supposed to stay. On the other hand, maybe it needs to be thinner. We shall see. Now that's really quite thick. So pull the stick across. Stays open for quite a while. Alright, let's try that. Let's try the thicker. I know that it makes a lot of difference down there, but let's see what it does with these. It's going to take me a while, I think. I don't know that it's any better, actually. It's not really staying on. Probably have to come and do it afterwards. Like add more. It's probably just going to take me a little while. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, maybe it needs to be thinner. I might take a little bit out and thin it. I'll come back to you when I've worked out what I'm doing so that you're not watching for so long. So I tried a little bit thinner. I took a little bit out and put some polyacrylic in it, but it was no better. With the stick, I can actually load some onto this stick and do inside like that and just rub it across. That works well. Rub it across the inside of the mold, so that works well, because I want to just do it on that little side lip there. So that works really quickly. Just rub it on there like so. You don't have to have like a, you know, a thick even covering. That's not what this is about. It's just a little bit of glitter, a little bit of shimmer. It doesn't have to be perfect. So just get in there. This is much faster than the brush, for the outside anyway. Like that. That's just inside there, along that little edge there. I'll make sure that I've got some on here as well, all the way along. All right, so that's done. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I've just got some, because I did the edge there, so now I just want to make sure that I've got some right in the bottom there. So again, I'm just going to push like that with the brush. That seems to work. So the stick for the edge, brush for the bottom there. Just push it in. Make sure I don't have any glitter on the side here. I'll have to come back with the baby wipe and just clean up the edges there. So in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry. I might actually give it a bit of a hurry up with a hairdryer and just dry it. And then we'll start pouring the resin in. Yeah. So once I've done this, just pushed a little bit down into all that little space down there. Then I'll take a little bit more time and I'll do these wisps, little points like I did on this one. I might have to go back and have another look at Kathy's video. It was just sort of flashed up and I thought, oh, that's nice. I didn't watch, like, I probably should have watched. Was it in fast forward? I can't remember. I know there was music. I know she didn't talk. I know there was music. All right. So I can't remember if she used a brush or what she used, because I just thought, oh, that's pretty. And then I didn't pay that much attention to it until I thought, oh, I want to do it. I'll have to go back and watch it again. See if she used a brush or what she did. All right. I think I'm all the way back around to the where I started. Okay, now let's have another go at these little points. What can I use for the points? Maybe a stick? It's just time consuming, guys. You just have to bear with it, really. Just have a little practice. I don't think there's any easy way of doing it. Just put a little bit of glitter on. Pull it out with the stick. Oops, that's a bit thick. Try and aim a little bit for the center. Yeah, like I said, I just want a hint. So I'm not fussed if it doesn't, I haven't got a lot there. I just want a little bit of a hint of glitter coming through. And once it gets a bit sort of chunky on your brush, you might have to just clean that off a little bit and then go again. So I'll have a little bit of a play with it. I'll stop the video. I'll have a little play and see if I can get it a little bit more how I wanted it. So I did well with this one. The problem, I shouldn't say the problem, but the issue I had, so this one didn't have any of the flakes in it. It was just the fine glitter, so it's easier to pull through. When you're using the bigger clumps of like the little glitter shards, it's not that easy to pull through. But I'll keep going and I'll come back to you when it's dry and I've made up my resin and I'm ready to pour. All right, so I'll see you soon. Actually, I'll take you down and just show you what I've done on the inside. How's that for a plan? A plan, so that you can see. See, I've got in there with the glitter and kind of up the side a little bit there. A little bit. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. I'll see you soon for the next step. Righto, guys, I'm back. A few hours ago when we were sitting outside having some bacon and eggs this morning, there was this huge gust of wind. It was so loud and it was so ferocious, and then all the power went out. It was a few hours ago. And my husband went up the road with my daughter to get us some coffees because I couldn't make my cappuccino. And it's actually at the end of our road. There's the power lines down, so yeah, a tree or branch or something's fallen on them. So I've still got no power. So getting to the end of the story, I just hope you can see properly because it's a little bit dark. I can't turn my spotlight on, I can't turn my ring light on, I can't turn my overhead lights on. So there we go. Hopefully you can still see. Now I've made up my resin. I'm using the Platinum Ultra Clear because it's got a nice long work time, it's got a long setting time, it's a really thin resin. So basically I chose it because it's a really thin resin and I want a lot of movement. If it's a thicker resin that sets up quickly, you don't tend to get as much movement. That's why I use this one when I'm doing my 3D flowers as well. So I've got a dark blue, a mid blue, a lighter blue and some clear. I've got some glitter. I just mixed these two together for my center so it matches. This darkest one is Art Tree Creations Deep Azurite. It's a gorgeous color. Love it. I put quite a big scoop in because I want it to be opaque. I don't want to see the stick through there. This one here is a lighter. Both sort of, to me, they both got like a silvery look to them. I haven't gone for a bright blue. Sort of more of a silver blue. This one's by Resin and it is called Azure. And then that one there, I only put 3 drops in. It's probably a little bit dark. Probably should have stuck with 1 or 2. That's also by Resin. It's a tint and it's called Lapis. I'll just go Lapis. Okay, and then I've got my clear. So we shall start. I'm going to pour the darkest around the edge first. Just going to get a piece of paper towel to catch my drips. I'm going to kind of do 2 layers. So, darkest first. Let me make sure that we're still taping. Yep, we are. Is it much darker? So, I was going to do little paper cups, but then I thought, no, I haven't got enough. Like, they won't be big enough. So, I'm just going to start with this one. And like I can just turn this. So, I'm just going to pour it gently along the edge and try not to get it on the mold. So yeah, as I was saying, the reason I'm using this resin is because it's nice and thin, so I want the striations, and also being nice and thin, it'll be good for bubble release, you know, in this little edge here, because I can't get in there with the torch obviously. And I'm just pouring nice and slowly so the resin can go down into that little crevice there, and hopefully I won't get too many bubbles stuck down there. So if you use a nice thin resin, I think it's good for this sort of thing. It wasn't until after I poured or mixed my resin that I thought, if I do get the striations that I want, they'll be on the top, and then when I turn this out, I don't know what the bottom's going to look like. You know, like I don't know if the striations are going to look any good on the flip side. So that was a little bit of a worry for me. I thought, oh no, what if it doesn't work? Now I'm just going to put a little bit more in just to cover the first little area of the mold. So how did I go with my, oops, I missed. How did I go with my silver? It's not too bad, is it? I don't think that'll matter if I drip there. I'm going to pour resin over it anyway. And then I heated it with the hairdryer, and then I went and had breakfast, and then yeah, then we lost power, and I thought, oh, I'll wait for the power to come on before I finish the video so I can have some light. But yeah, it's been a few hours, and I thought, well, I better just get going. So I made up a little bit more of this navy because I knew I was going to need more to go into, you know, the little crevices down there. I keep dripping. So yeah, I've made up a little bit more of the navy because I want it to go along the edge. So that's it there. I think that'll do. And then let's go to the next colour, which is this one. It's a beautiful silvery blue. So I'm hoping I can get some pretty striations, but they'll be on the top. Oh, I'm a bit concerned about what the other side's going to look like. I should have done my round platter for this one, for just getting striations. I want to see if I can get striations. The other day I was trying to get dragon scales, and now I'm like, I'm trying to get striations. We'll see. All right, now I'm going to pour this one just along the edge there. It's very handy having this turntable. I just keep my hand still and pour and do this. How cool's that, hey? All right, so that's that one. I've got more of that one left So I used a lot of it, a lot of that dark blue going into my base there. And now this one. I'm a bit disappointed it's gone so dark. I only used 3 drops. Just as well I didn't put 5 in. Alright, now this one is just going to go along the edge again. I mean, it's still a light blue. It's a transparent. The other 2 are not transparent. I do think you need a combination of non-transparent and transparent to get your striations. But yeah, I'll have to do a little practice, a few little practices. So this is the first little practice. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in my clear, and I'm going to do it all at once so that I really get that resin pushing back and then coming back in. And then I'm going to pour some more of the colours over the top. So there we go. I kept quite a bit of resin, the clear. More than the other colours anyway, so get that all out. Alright, so that's that one done. Now I'm going to go and put some more of this on around the edge. I keep forgetting I've got a turntable. It's just going on the top there. Just going to use it all. Just going on the top of the other colours. Made up 360 grams of mixed resin for this particular project. Right, that's empty. I can scrape it later if I choose to. Alright, now this one, same thing again, over the top of the others. And hopefully we'll get a nice blending of colours. Okay, that's that one done. Try not to drip in the middle. And then this one, again, where will I put you? Oh, let's just put you in the center there, hey? Let's go around like that. Whoa, oh my gosh. Should be using the turntable. Because now I've gone right out over the top. Oh, made a mess. All right. Now, let me clean up my mess. Let's thin that out a bit. Clean up my mess. Get a baby wipe. You don't have to, you can wait until it sets, I guess, and then just peel it off, but I like to clean as I go. I'm going to have some of that resin that's gone underneath. I'm just going to have to wait until that sets up, because I'm not going to move that now. Alrighty, so we're not up to the top of the platter, which is fine. I don't think you have to go up to the top. It's about 1 centimetre deep if you do go up to the top. I guess I could make up some more clear resin and pour it into the centre, but I don't think I need to. I think I've got plenty of resin in there. Alright, now I'm going to torch and then I'm going to put my centre in, my little glitters. These moulds in particular, they don't like heat, you know, these El Cheapo ones, so you've got to be really careful. I mean, no moulds like heat, but I find these ones like heat less than the others. All right, now I'm going to do my little centre. And I've actually got a circle there, see? Because it's got these rings underneath to hold the mold up, because it's not a solid mold. So it's got these little rings, so I can actually see where the middle is. Just like that. Made up way too much. So what I thought I would do is, if I can, is kind of do some little streaks out to match the streaks coming in. If I can. I guess it'll sink. Yeah, it's not very deep. I haven't poured it as deep as I could have. I'm probably only, what am I? It's only up to there, which I think is plenty. But if I choose to do this again, maybe I'll make it a bit deeper. We'll see. Now, what I'm going to do first, just with my little soft cotton wool buddy thing there, I'm just going to pull some of these through. Just to help it on its merry way. Because I don't like how it's got like puffy edges there. I'd rather them be like that, rather than those puffy edges. You probably can't see, but that kind of puffy. All right, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Don't fiddle, woman, don't fiddle. Should probably, oh, I need to go a bit deeper because those are on the bottom. I didn't really pull it through deep enough. Try and touch the mold and try and pull those puffy things through a little bit more. I was only sort of dragging the top, but the darker colours on the bottom, because it's heavier, so it's sort of sitting on the bottom of the mold. So just try and, oops, don't want to dot. I have no idea what that's going to look like. We shall see, we shall see. But you know how resin moves, and it all kind of pulls from the outside in. So I'm hoping it'll do its thing. Now the other thing I wanted to do is, like I said, mimic the outside in. I'm going to do the inside out. So I'm just going to see if that'll kind of work a little bit. Rather than just have a circle. Like that. I don't know. I've never done that before. So why not? So I've actually taken it to that second ring there. You can see the second ring. There's hair on it. All right. Now I don't know whether that'll stay where it is or whether it'll move. But I think I should leave it before I mess it up. Yeah, the glitter's heavy, so it'll probably, you know, sink. And I thought that would look a bit pretty, wouldn't it? I thought so. All right, let's just leave it like that and wait and see what happens. Wish I could do like a time lapse. Might do a time lapse, but see, I don't know, it could take an hour to finish moving. Actually, I don't need to worry about that. All right, so there we go. I'm going to clean off my sticks so I can use them again. Now we just have to wait. I kind of feel as if maybe I've got too much blue. Let's pop the bubbles from that glitter there. All right. So now we just wait and see what happens. I will come back to you in about an hour, okay? And we'll see what it's doing. I'm a little bit concerned that I put too much colour around the outside. I probably needed half the colour, but again, it's a practice on how much to use. So whether or not, like, I maybe should have used just half the amount of colour and then lots of clear, so it pushes right out. But We shall see. We shall see. All right. I'll bring you down. Not that there's all that much to see really, but I'll bring you down anyway. You can see how, I don't know if you can see that. I haven't filled it up all the way. Oh look, there's some striation starting to happen on the outside. So yeah, I'm keen to see if it'll work. Anyway, we're back in an hour and see what it's looking like. Hopefully it works and it kind of comes into the center. So lighter center and then darker on the edges is what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. See you soon. Alrighty guys, my power's come back on now that I don't even need it. Shall we have a little look? It's actually been a couple of hours. I got sidetracked, so it's been a couple of hours. Let's have a little look anyway and see what it's doing. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Looks nice on top, but I don't know if it's going to look nice on the other side. Haven't really got a lot of color separation. Oh, you can kind of see there. I guess my blues were a bit similar in color. You can see the difference between the dark and the light there. But maybe I needed to use like a much lighter one with the dark one. I didn't want to put white in it, you know, like a white paste, because it's much heavier and it would drop down and then I'd probably get blobs. So, but anyway, there it is. Happy with how it's coming along. It looks as if my glitter center has stayed in place. Got the little like cells happening. It's really strange, isn't it? It's really pretty from up here. I just, like I said, I just really hope it's going to be pretty on the back. But never mind, we'll see. I have to wait till tomorrow now to have a look and see what it's going to do. But you can see the glitter there on the sides. That'll come off in the mold. So yeah, let's cross fingers, hope that it works, hope that it looks pretty. All right, see you tomorrow. I'll cover this baby back up. Hey guys, I'm back. It's the next day. I don't think it's changed much from when I showed you that last little video. Looks really pretty though. But I am concerned about the other side because I love this side. And you can't use the back of a plate. It's just not on. Oh my gosh, I just got dust all over it. Oh gosh. All right, so I've never unmolded one of these before. So I guess it's just the same as any other mold. Let's loosen it all the way around first. And I've got a little lip there because, you know, I haven't filled up all the way to the top. But I didn't think we needed to. Like, it's deep enough. I didn't think we need to, but I will have a little bit of sanding to do. All right, actually, I'm going to get it out and then we'll do the reveal, hey? How about that? Oh, look, it's coming out really easily. It is a bit sharp there, though. I'm going to have to sand the base. And because it's such a lot of sanding, I'll take it outside and I'll use my Dremel, my little electric Dremel. Let's pull that off. Oh, what's it going to look like? What's it going to look like? What do you think? Any ideas? Maybe we'll get crackling on the back because I really don't think we'll get this same look on the back. Oh, on the other side. And look, there's our glitter. Oh, that's right. I painted the little glitters on. Hey, see, I'd forgotten about that already. It's like a whole 24 hours ago. All right. Are we ready? Let's do this. Oh, look. Oh, wow. That's really pretty. It's very blingy. Wow. Oh, let's put it down. It's so pretty. It looks as if it'd be textured, but it's not. It's super smooth and shiny. Oh, wow, look, you guys. oh, these here mimic what it's doing here, and then we've got the same there as well, so it all matches. I think next time I probably won't do quite so much silver. Maybe just bring it up just a tiny bit. Might be a little bit much, but then I'm not a very blingy person, so maybe it's just a bit much for me. But you let me know what you think. Oh, I'm so happy with it. It's pretty much the same. I mean, you can't really see the edges over there because I've put so much glitter on it. But yeah, next time, not so much glitter. But I love this, how I've got the glitter on the edge there. But just needed to bring that glitter just down a little bit, maybe. Just a little bit, not quite so much. But oh, it's turned out better than what I expected. And on this side you can't really see the two-tone colours all that much, but on this side you can. Which is really weird because I poured the darkest one in first. But you can't really see that anyway. You can see it a little bit. And then the other rings I just kind of put on top of each other, didn't I? So there it is. Love it. I'm so happy it turned out. All right, I can go and have my coffee now. Haven't even had my coffee. I was too excited to come and see what it looked like. So I went to the dogs, sorted them out, fed them, mopped after the babies, and then came straight out into the studio. So I'll go and have a coffee now. All right, love it. Do you like how we've still got that transparent section in the center? Still, it's a decent thickness. Like, it's got a bit of weight to it. So yeah, definitely didn't need to fill it up all the way. All right, there it is. Love it. Hope you guys love it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and also whether you like these this deep, or whether I should have made them just a little bit smaller. But yeah, love it. And maybe if it was just a circle, or whether you like my little starburst. I think a circle would have just been a bit odd, just this blob of circle in the middle. Anyway, gotta go have my coffee. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time for the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye for now.